It's badly damaged and fenced off, but this building, formerly owned by the community of the Sacred Name, a Christchurch-based convent, will soon be repaired. A local charity has taken over the building, and now it's time to dust off the cobwebs and reframe the paintings.
Yeah, I'm really excited. There's never been a project that I've seen in Christchurch quite like this.
Designed by renowned architect Benjamin Mountford, this Grade 1 heritage building was built in parts from 1895 to 1926. Because of the way it was built in separate stages, it's considered the oldest temporary structure still standing in Christchurch. Fundraising will take place over the next 6 months. This project has been a work in progress since the middle of last year.
To me, the concept is amazing to have something like this happen in our city.
Once the charity has the funds, repairing this building will be another challenge altogether.
It's one that we feel is worth it. There's a lot of synergy between with our history and the history of the community, and so we feel that the story needs to be told and shared, and the building needs to be saved.
Once the repairs are complete, this convent will become the new home for the head office and counselling services of Home and Family.
You know, you've got Kauri wood, you've just got a beautiful, beautiful old building that's effectively going to be restored, so it won't look like much of the tilt slabs we'll have around the city.
For 100 years, the convent was fenced off to the outside world, but once it's complete, it will be open to the public to explore.
It's a piece of history that's been very well hidden. It's going to be restored to be very similar to how it was originally. It will be a space that will be able to be shared by the public. Not only will they have some access to the chapel, but also we're hoping to have a cafe on site where people can come and enjoy the beautiful garden.
Most of the rooms inside the convent will stay mostly the same, and the nuns will continue to use their historic chapel. This room upstairs will be restored to its former glory, a museum of the past.
So this room is going to be a museum room where we recreate one of the bedrooms so that any visitors to the building can actually see how the nuns used to live in this building.
Despite the lack of electricity and the dark hallways, this former convent is a safe place.
And how did they used to live?
Quite sparse. The furniture will be sparse, but you get a lovely feel. This is a lovely warm building. There's a sense of being wrapped up in it. So basic, but with a nice warm feel.
This long hallway where the nuns used to sleep will also be turned into counselling rooms. In the last 6 months, 78 children and young people aged 4 to 16 years have used the Home and Family counselling services.
The counselling, our numbers have increased significantly since the earthquake. We work at any one time with about 50% of our clients being children. So at the moment we've got a huge demand for our services. This
important local charity also has roots extending more than 100 years. It was first established as the Society for the Protection of Women and Children in 1898, and 2 years later successfully bid to include the act of incest in the Crimes Act, as well as campaigning to raise the age of consent from 14 to 16.
The people who set up our charity did similar work to the sisters, and how great that in 2015 we will be carrying on that work.
Once repaired, this former convent will be a legacy to the Christchurch of old. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.